Hello, Taurus. Welcome. We are going to do a tarot reading for September. We're going to dive in. We're going to see what the energies are that are coming for you. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You might want to watch all three to gain more insight. I'm going to begin with an oracle from the inner child. And I've already shuffled, cleared space, and done all that, guys. See if we can get a card to jump, please, for Taurus for September. Okay, here we go. We have be still. Be still. Cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. To just be. Perhaps you've been working hard. You've been striving, putting in the work. It's time perhaps to take a little bit of rest, back off a little bit. Take that time for recovery, for rejuvenation. Let's pull from the Intuitive Whispers. What do we have for Taurus, please? And I am going to pull tarot for you to go in deep and see what this month is bringing for you. What are the energies? What are the possibilities? What's happening? Okay. All right, here we go. We have two cards. Ooh, we have You Are Brilliant. Nice. And One Next Step. Believing in yourself, your brilliance, all right? And taking it one step at a time. One step at a time. Don't strive, push too hard. Maybe you have. Maybe you've been working really, really hard and Spirit's kind of saying, okay, you can back off a little bit, okay? Take the time to be still, all right? Let's, all right, I'm going to pull from this one. Another Rebecca. Okay, here we go, please, for Taurus. Taurus, trust the niggle. I like that. That's cute. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? What's trying to come through? What is your higher self? What is source? What is spirit trying to tell you? All right. Is there something coming in? Is there a nagging feeling that you're just trying to push away because you don't want to deal with it? Pay attention to it, okay? We're going to pull from the Light Seers Tarot for you. For Taurus, please. Taurus. Whoa, okay. We have the Seven of Swords. Strategizing, thinking it through, surveying the situation to gain an understanding of the situation so that you can move forward, take the next move. We have the Queen of Cups, but it was in the reverse. So perhaps you've been thinking it through. You've been in the head. You've been paying attention to the brainy side of it, all right, the intellectual side, but you're neglecting the emotional side. It is time to connect with Source, with your higher self, your emotions, your inner emotions. All right. What else do we have? And then we got the Four of Wands. Perhaps this is what you're trying to create. That happy home life. Celebration with friends and family. Stability. Those strong foundations. All right. But if you'll notice in this card, they're taking time to celebrate, to spend time together. They're happy. They're dancing. Are you taking the time for that? Or are you just working? All right. Let's see what else I have here. You could, Spirit could be sending you and telling you, back off, take a rest, and you're ignoring it, pushing it away, saying, I can't, I need to move forward. You can, you need to. Because as we get busy in life, we lose sight, we lose touch with our purpose, with what's important, with where we're being led, because we're too busy doing. If you're not taking time to sit still, to listen, to connect with higher self, with source, with your intuition, you're not going to know what direction to really take, okay? We have the Two of Cups, partnership. Divine partnership, connection, union, whatever, okay? This could be your connection with higher self. You're neglecting it. Perhaps you're not connecting enough because you're working too hard. We have the Fool, take the leap of faith. Trust source, trust spirit. It is okay to rest. It's not going to be the end of the world. Things aren't going to crash down around you. You're not going to lose any opportunities by taking a rest. You have the strength. Tap into your inner strength. You have the strength to do this, to continue to move forward. But in order to maintain your strength, there needs to be time for rest. You have the Seven of Wands. She's meditating. She's protected. She has that bubble of protection around her. Clear boundaries are set, right? And she honors herself. She connects with her higher self and with Source. She's gaining that insight, that intuitive guidance that she needs. A couple more cards, please, for Taurus. Oh, okay. We have a few coming out here. Bottom of the deck is the Moon. So there could be some inner work, some inner reflection that needs to be done here, guys. And instead of doing it, you're working, okay? What do we have? We have the Hanged Man, yeah. Wow, you guys, we have the Two of Swords, making the clear decision. And we have the Hanged Man, which is to go with the flow, all right? Go with the flow. You can't control everything. You cannot be in control. You got to go with the flow. If things aren't moving, there's a reason. If you're at a standstill, or you feel like you're at a standstill, you know, that's not necessarily true, because sometimes things can look like they're not going anywhere, and then all of a sudden you can see that it has been going somewhere, that there behind the scenes there have been things falling into place that you did not see, you didn't realize. You have the Two of Swords. Maybe there's something you're not seeing. All right? You have the Nine of Pentacles. There is that independence, that security, that success. Go with the flow. Seek out that guidance. Two of Swords indicates there may be a decision that needs to be made, and you need to make sure that you're seeing the whole picture. And sometimes we miss things if we are continually moving toward the goal without taking that break, right? We don't always see everything, but I see opportunity for you here. You've got the Fool card in the center of the reading, okay? Very positive. Something new, a new beginning of sorts, a new adventure becoming available. Okay, I'm going to clarify with the Aquarian. For Taurus, please, I'm going to give it one more shuffle. Let's clarify this Seven of Swords up here. This intelligent, taking a look at things, assessing things. Seven of Swords energy on the floor. Why do they do that? Okay, hold on. Oh gosh, you guys, the world. Limitless possibilities here. Things opening up for you that you may not be able to see right now. Hermit. Time for rest, reflection, contemplation, enlightenment, illumination. To get clear. To discover the path. Okay, the Hermit spends time in solitude and reflection in order to gain a higher perspective, to gain all the wisdom and knowledge necessary to move forward. This Queen of Cups, please. Oh my gosh, they're jumping like crazy. Here we go. Whoa, for Taurus, please. All right, we have lots of cards jumping out here. First card out is the Eight of Swords. There's a need to release yourself from bondage, from being stuck, from feeling stuck. Relax into the natural flow of things. All right. what was I saying about rest? Four of Swords, time for rest, reflection. You also got the Emperor and you got the Five of Swords in reverse. So yeah, overcoming, conquering the mindset that keeps you striving, trapped, stuck, and stepping into your power with the Emperor. The Emperor. That's your power. That's your authority over your life. Yeah. Getting yourself unstuck. A lot of Swords energy here. A lot of intellect. There, I believe, maybe is required a deep dive, self-reflection, a letting go of any thought patterns, any belief systems that say you have to work your ass off to reach the goal. There should be balance. It's not about working your ass off, strive, strive, strive without time to breathe. It's about a balance between the two. And it's about balancing your emotion, your intuition, and your intellect. And it's about balancing your work time and your fun time, your family time, your self-care time. Let's clarify the Two of Cups down here, please. These things are going crazy, these cards. Here we go. We have Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups again, the Page of Cups, and the Judgment. Wow. Okay, hold on. So this partnership at this point in time, I believe, is that it's not nurturing. It's not there. Not that it's not there. It's not what it could be. Okay? It wants to be more. This connection to source, to higher self, to your true path and calling, whatever it is, this divine union partnership, whether it's with a person, whether it's with your path, whether it's with your higher self, it wants to grow. It wants to be nurtured. Wants to be nurtured. Open yourself up to receive. To receive judgment. Honor yourself, your higher truth, your higher wisdom, right? Your higher calling. And move forward. Don't become immobilized. Steady, slow, committed action, right? Steady, slow, and committed. Not rushing, not impulsive. It is slow and steady, planting the seeds. It's nurturing this partnership, whatever it is. Let's keep going. I love this Fool energy in the center, guys. Adventure, new adventure, okay? This is something exciting. It excites you. What else do we have? Three of Pentacles. There may be opportunity for collaboration here with somebody. All right? Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, as Chris Reck would say. And up to the Four of Pentacles. See? Collaboration to build the foundations to move on. Right? The collaboration, the teamwork necessary to build strong foundations in the direction of this, whatever this new direction is, this adventure, this thing that excites you, right? Yeah, okay. Have some strength. Tap into your inner strength here. We got the Ace of Swords. You have been unclear up until now as far as your direction goes. You have been unclear. You're seeking clarity. Keep seeking it. Maybe you're seeking it in the wrong ways with research, study, looking into things, taking courses, whatever, on an intellectual level. You need to seek the clarity on a more spiritual level, a higher connection with source, with higher self, nurturing that relationship with that higher self, that higher knowing. Let me, let's go bottom row. Magician. Oops. All the tools are available to you. You just need to use them. And right now you're not. You're working hard, putting in the work, but you're not utilizing all of your tools, okay? You're not utilizing all of the tools available to you. Your magician was more in the reverse than it was the upright. So you're willing to put in the hard work, and I mean, that's half the battle, right? But the connection with source, with higher self, your intuition is asking to be nurtured. Connect. Let me see. We have the Hanged Man going with the flow. Allow for flow. And that's where you will naturally fall into a rhythm. Let me... Chariot. Six of Swords. Moving in a new direction, moving out of the stormy waters, moving out of the challenging times and into the calmer waters. Taking your wisdom and knowledge with you as you move forward. You're gaining insight. You're gaining perspective in the Hanged Man energy. You're being illuminated as you connect with source, with your higher self. And being led in the right direction on where you need to take action. Two of Swords. Three of Wands on the Two of Swords. Yeah, there's a path that you're not seeing, perhaps, that you're meant to take. Hold on, I got to get the other card. The High Priestess. Again, with the intuition, the connecting with higher self. Three of Wands. There's a choice to be made, a decision to be made. You've put a lot of work into something, but perhaps you're being asked to shift direction, change direction a little bit here. And you're reluctant, and I can understand that. You've put in a lot of work. You want to be sure. You want the clarity. You want to know. You want to see it. As you spend time in meditation, connecting with Source, you will gain the insights you need. Your intuition will heighten. All right, let's a little bit more here on this. Nine of Cups, that inner fulfillment. See? Bliss, that wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. That's the end result, guys. When you take the time to nurture that relationship with Source, with higher self, with your intuition, and you willingly allow the natural flow of things without striving and pushing and getting caught up in the intellect and the mind, things will shift. You will begin to just naturally move in the right direction, creating harmony and balance. Six of Cups, creating that harmony and that balance. There is a need to go within here to, we had the Moon connecting, doing the inner work, the inner growth. All right, don't ignore your spiritual side. We have the Wheel, end of one cycle, beginning of a new. Laying down the burdens, again, a 10, moving forward, leaving the past behind. Ooh. Page of Cups, intuition coming in. Knight of Swords, High Priestess, yeah. Don't be too analytical. Don't be all intellect and no intuition. Pay attention to those nudges from Spirit. Okay? from your inner self, what they're showing you, where they want you to move. Let's pull in closing for Taurus, please. Get some cards here. In closing for Taurus. All right. We have the portal, access to the infinite. There you go. Access to the infinite. Infinite. Okay? Access to source, to higher self, to the infinite. Tap into that access. Don't neglect that part of yourself, your life. All right? There is a higher purpose for you besides striving, working, striving. You know, take time to nurture your spiritual side. Let me pull from the Moonology Manifestation. My cards are going crazy. Shine. It's your time to shine. You're stepping into something new here, presenting itself, new adventure, a leap of faith. And when in order to take a leap of faith, we need to be connected to source. That connection has to be there, that listening to intuition, nurturing the bond with higher self, with source, nurturing our spiritual side in order to shine, in order to gain wisdom, clarity, direction. On the bottom of this deck, you guys have work through your feelings. Don't put them aside. Work through. I got detoxify too. All right. There may be a need for that deep dive within. Don't neglect it. Don't neglect your spirituality in order to pursue intellect, business side of things. There should be balance. As humans, it's difficult for us a lot of times to create the necessary balance in this life. We feel pressured to live up to a certain standard, to create income, to take care of this, take care of that. And a lot of times we neglect ourselves. And you're being asked by Spirit to turn your attention on self-care, nurturing yourself, your spiritual side, your connection to source. Let's pull you some runes. In order to take full advantage of this energy and what is coming in for you, there is a need for you to connect with the higher self. All right. What do we have? We have Rado, which is all about flow. It's all about setting those intentions, starting to move on that path toward the goal, setting off on the journey, but in flow, allowing the natural flow of things. No resistance, allowing it to flow. And then we have Algas, which is about protection and shelter from the negative, from things that aren't in our best and highest good, okay? This is protection. It is opportunity. As you work on you, as you do the inner work, as you nurture the spiritual side, you are protected, you are guided, you will be led through this opportunity that is coming in for you, okay? I like this for you, Taurus. Is it work? Sure. Doing the deep dive, doing the spiritual side of things, doing the inner work, yeah, it's work. But it's worth it on the other side. That's what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked the reading, if it resonated, please hit the like button. Leave me a comment, say hello, let me know how it resonated. You can subscribe, whatever. If you want a personal reading, visit intuitivecrone.com. Blessings to you all.